Hey guys, this is Galactic Marine 501 slash jexamwolfexia, and here I am back again with the second concluding part of the Strike Gundam review. Let's head right in with the Ale Strike. Very nice kit, very nice pack. Also, based on the Gale Strike Gundam, which I have some of here. Oh crud, he dropped his Armored Schneider. Oh well, it's right there. So I can see it, so it's not that big a deal. But anyway, yeah, the L Strike pack, it does have beam sabers, which I'll show, I guess. Now you can just simply plug this into the back, and of course it's probably going to fight with me now. Or go in simply just because I said it was going to fight with me. Now you do have to lean him forward a bit, but with the stuff going on in the back, it doesn't look that off-center. And I'll also bring him in closer so you guys can see him a little better. He looks nice. He really does. If you adjust the sides. Now, which side skirt is the one that's out? There we go. I think I got it. And now he's looking off to the side for some reason. There. Wrongs. Other way. There. Now he's looking forward. Yeah, I gotta say I like it. The overall appearance is pleasing. It adds a lot more stuff to the back. It adds a little more effect. I'm gonna add this pack to the Strike Rouge, though, because it's the one that it's, I think, the only one we see the Strike Rouge using. Or at least in my recollection. I can't remember it using the sword or the launcher pack. But it may have. But yeah, that would be the Ale Strike combination. Oh yeah, and by the way, the beam saber, I'll take one of the extra handles from the launcher strike. Here's the beam saber handle. You plug in a pink beam. Now it is a beam saber. Not that difficult to figure out. These are specially made beams, so I think they may be suffering from a tad bit of mold degradation somewhere, because they are rather tight, and I can see these getting stuck and possibly messed up. But if you get all three of them, you do have 6 beam sabers and only need for 2, so that's fine. And if you do bust off the peg inside the handle, you can still store them, so that's a bonus, I guess. Next, let's move on to my second favorite combination, the launcher strike. How you do this, you just sock the cannon to the back. Now for the shoulder armor, sorry, it went dark. You sock this piece on there. Oh, another thing while I'm doing this, you put this piece on the back. I actually got another lamp. I actually got a new lamp, and so you may see a change in that. You put a piece on the front. There. This is the launcher strike combination. You have this, which I believe is a shield here, and you can bring the launcher around by using an arm that has multiple moving parts and is very hard to figure out sometimes. I'm actually, because of that, not even going to try to get it into the hand. I'm just going to show you that it can go around under the arm. Now what you'd do is you'd bring this out over here, and then you'd have the arm up and out of the way. You'd get it underneath the arm, have it there, and then he'd just be able to grab it using the handle. And you actually have to straighten this out a bit, I think. Then you'd have it coming even further under the arm, and then I think he can grab it at some point. I don't know. I'm not going to try to position it because it's really difficult to do. But you can also just, if you want to get it in there simply, just rip it off of the peg and just have him hold it, which I find is much easier, and is actually the way I'm going to do my other one, my custom, and just sort of have the arm bent out like this, just to look like it's connecting at some point, which I'm going to say is going to work pretty darn well. That is, until you realize that you screwed it up again. Now, me and this arm are not very good friends. I actually did this review once before. It took me 5 minutes to figure out what was wrong with the arm. after I did. Oh yeah, and you also have down here a handle that you pull out to this side, and that allows him to hold it with both hands. So it's not going anywhere if you get it into both hands. So you don't need the arm, really, which is great. Now, the only decals on this rifle are nothing. The red is red, the yellow is yellow. Oh yeah, there is the scope decal. But that's understandable, you know. Could have done that in my scope marker, but yeah. You also have these ones on the shoulder, which don't like to fold over very well. But yeah, I may do those if I have time. However, I don't think I do. Well, I will, yeah, because, you know, here's the thing. I'm not getting any more Gundams until this box from Japan comes. And I don't know when it's going to come, because I'm still not sure whether I'm going to order the kits that are in stock or not. And just have them send those and then send a box when the other ones come in stock. Because I did order some that are out of stock, including the SD Striker weapon system, so I'll be able to compare that. But that one comes with the Sky Grasper, which I am going to paint, by the way. So you will get to see my painted Sky Grasper, just like you got to see my painted Core Splendor. However, the Sky Grasper will probably be better because it's bigger. Yeah, the Sky Grasper was good, but I was not totally satisfied. Let's get into the Sword Strike. Now, here you can just sandwich this part together. Oh, I'm only at 6 minutes. That's pleasant. I was at 8 last time I did this, when I got here. Now, I do believe the Sword Strike, just sort of on a side note, I do believe the Launcher Strike actually had some Beam Javelin or something. Beam Trident or something. I don't remember. I don't know. But just like the Blast Impulse has the Beam Trident, I do believe this guy had something, and I think it was stored right here. You could see 2 long things that don't seem to be anything. I think those may have been the Beam Tridents. I don't know, though. So, yeah. They could be, they could also not be. I don't remember. I'm not too good on the whole Gundam Seed. But they are coming out with the remastered version, which I'm probably going to get, because I have not seen the entire series beginning to end. I've seen every episode, but it was through a jumbled up Cartoon Network experience, so it wasn't perfect. Okay, where are you, shield? Crud monkeys? Oh, here's the shield. It dropped. Okay, that's fine. Now you do, I just got to point this out. You do use the shield connector here for the shield, for the original strike shield. However, you use it with on the side peg. You can use it on the back peg if you want, but the side peg is the one that they tell you to use it on. For the Sword Strike special shield, which also has the secret, which if you don't know what it is, then I'm going to keep it a secret until I show it, just for suspense. But if you don't know what it is, then you probably shouldn't be watching this video, because you probably don't want to buy the strike anyway, so yeah. But if you are watching this and you have no idea what the Strike Gundam is, I thank you possibly even more than I thank the people who are here for a reason, because you're just watching this because you find it interesting or something, which means a lot. And yeah, sorry if I'm getting all sappy, but yeah. But anyway, here's the sword. Actually, you know, let's wait for the sword and mount it back on the backpack for the meantime. Here is the Sword Strike, and it's completely held on mode. I didn't push the sword all the way in, but that's because it's a pain in the butt to get out. But yeah, shield, shoulder part. Let's pull this part out first. I'm going to do the shield last because of the fact that I want to show something with it. Sort of posing possibility, I guess. Here, you get this beam boomerang. It does come with a pink beam, which is great. Nice detail on there. Nice, like, effect that it's sort of sending energy out into a beam. Unlike the beam sabers, which are just kind of a bulb, and then that sort of has the effect. I don't know why I'm making sound effects, don't ask. Now, I want to see, can you actually do this? No. Sorry. I just wanted to check something before I did it, before I told you you could do it, so you didn't try it and then fail, and then blame me. But anyway, yeah, here's the sword. Now I'm actually going to do a useless comparison to the Destiny's beam sword. I have it all opened up into its open form, which you'll see more of this tomorrow, so I'm not going to go into it very much. But I will put the beam in. Now the beam is actually kind of precise. You got to get it in exactly the right terminal, or else you don't get it in at all. Which I guess is okay. It takes an extra second if you put it in upside down, which I did. But the result is rather pleasing, so that's good. So here's the Strikes beam sword, anti-ship sword, and I actually have to move this back because I can't get the whole thing in frame. I'll actually do them sideways. Here's the Strike's anti-ship sword, and here's the Destiny's. So if the Strike were to face the Destiny, there would be a major battle on their hands. I could see that fight being pretty cool, by the way. But the Strike has a trick up its sleeve that the Destiny does not. It's also got this sort of pirate-style bandit, I guess, thing where it can apparently like hit somebody with the butt of the sword and then, or at least that's what I see it doing. But yeah, that's an extra little thing. Now I actually am using the gun holding hand because this is the only mode where I'm actually going to put the weapon in the hand because in my opinion it's the best mode and it actually looks the best. And I'm actually displaying this guy in this mode, so yeah. There. I put the hand on the sword. I'm actually going to show you a pose with this one. And there. Now, let's get the sword into an adequate position. There. Now, I want to do something with this shield, so I'm going to put the arm all the way out. Try to get the sword so that it's not too far off the body, but I do not want it to be parallel to the body. Now let's use the shield here. In order to do it, you detach this front piece here, and then you get a gray bit here, which I was hoping was a wire, but you do not get a wire in fact. And then you can open up the claw here and attach to things. And actually, let's bring in a victim. Like, how about a clone? Because those are easily disposable. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, he played a rather key part in the series. Sort of like Shin's mentor, in a way. There. And you can have it grapple onto things. Like I'm going to do the Zaku's face, because that's kind of cool. I don't know why, but grappling onto somebody's face is just like, hey! And have him sort of Mortal Kombat style, pull the guy over, get over here, boom. I would love to get a second one of these and paint it up in Scorpion's colors, then just have it there with that thing like, shh, get over here. Then again, he's not the only one that had this. If I did that, I would probably do it with the Blitz Gundam, because the Blitz was had a lot better claw than this guy. Yeah, it would be cool to do that with the Blitz, make a Scorpion Blitz. Which actually sounds kind of cool. Scorpion Blitz? Yeah. But anyway, that would conclude my look at the Strike Gundam. Now, I have 14 minutes. I would definitely recommend getting one of these guys. All three, if you like the Strike, they're a good investment. You can do the Rouge with one, you can do 2 customs, whatever you want. Or you can display all 3 at once. But yeah, they are different enough to warrant 3 purchases if you're a fan. So this has been Galactic Marine 501.